Good evening, people. Welcome back. We've got ourselves another best of one coming up. It will be a game between Ascendance, or Team Ascendance, and Meteor Makers, an elimination match in a best of one for the Yardwide Festival. We're going to jump ourselves right into it because the draft has already started. Of course, I also would like to welcome my co-caster, Vikemond, back to the broadcast. Welcome back.
Good to be back, Shiver. We had a really cool first game.
We did.
Lots of back and forth.
We did indeed. Well, so far, I mean, these two teams, of course, is best of one. Now, I always find that best of ones do get a bit more explosive, which is definitely something that we saw in the previous game. However, from my point of view, I am not familiar with Team Ascendance. A bit more, of course,
Same.
with Meteor Makers. I want to remove all prejudice, but because previous game, it turned out I was completely wrong also. I just want to point that out for me. I'm gonna try. But what do you think so far? Bristleback, Pugna, ban out. Maybe does that say anything about the team you feel?
Not really. Standard bans. Pugna, I guess, is a little bit rare. They don't want to face fast push. I mean, that's what it says, is that they don't feel that they can handle a very early push, or they plan to draft things that don't have amazing anti-push, so they get rid of Pugna. The number one hero at taking your racks at 14 minutes, and then you curse the gods.
This is true. Well, I think Meteor Makers kind of read into that one. Because they pick up first hero Enchantress, and you know they ban out heroes that stop early pushes, or that are like that would push early. Enchantress definitely fits in that same line, so...
Yeah, but the rationale here could be they've shown that they're really scared of this push, so let's go push.
Yeah,
like it seems pretty like a smart way to do it. MYM, I mean, lots of players that are fairly well known in the scene. Obviously, Unicorn XOXO, Crit, Exist, Mini. It's a pretty strong team. Who did they lose to get into the lower bracket?
I believe it was Courage. But
really? Okay.
I'm not, let me check that just to be sure. Meteor Makers, they dropped in the first round to Courage Gaming. Yeah, 2-1 it was.
Interesting.
So they were able to take one game off them, but that was it.
Well, that's definitely a disappointment for them. You'd think that just on pure individual talent alone, they'd be one of the top 4 or 5 teams in this bracket.
Yeah.
But I like Ascendant's draft so far, actually, and I don't love Meteor Makers' draft. I feel that first pick Enchantress is actually kind of a good way to lose games these days.
Okay.
Her win rate is very bad at the professional level. Very, very bad. It was already bad, and she got nerfed, and it got worse.
Yeah.
So... Also, Nyx Assassin is a very good pick against her. Like, he can destroy... Like, her HP is just so low. And he's mostly magic. Like, he doesn't need to auto-attack her 30 times.
Exactly.
Doom, meanwhile, is amazing against Timbersaw. So, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I have to say, especially Nyx Assassin, Enchantress, normally the most annoying factor about her, if she gets bigger, is, of course, that Untouchable. Which Nyx Assassin doesn't have any issues with. And even if you would Doom her, the Untouchable doesn't work anymore, so, you know, even Doom is already decent against her. Should she turn into one of those very annoying semi-carries Enchantress, which would be later on in the game. If you have Refresher Doom, you know, it can happen.
Yes. Refresher Doom is so good, Shiver.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just had to bring that up. Another Rubik ban. We don't see Rubik that often, and to see it banned twice, it's interesting.
Yeah. I mean... MYM. Yeah, it's the choosing to ban Rubik. I mean, he is one of the top tier supports. Of the top tier supports, is probably the weakest laner. So maybe they're worried that Ascended will just sort of beat them like mid to late games. They're taking out this sort of Rubik who scales. His scaling is essentially very, very good because spell steal scales with how well the other team is doing. And actually, once Rubik gets levels like that against this team. Even magic resist is quite good.
Ooh. I like the Mirana pickup. I really hope, like, one thing that I'm always worried about, especially now that Doom has also been picked up, like, what's Mirana gonna do? Is Doom gonna be in the jungle? Like we saw in the previous game?
You can even mid him, depending.
I'm talking about unorthodox mid heroes. Perhaps Naga's gonna be that.
Doom used to be a fairly common mid. It's not a great matchup against Puck, but it's not the worst ever.
But what do you expect for lanes here? Because both teams have got a lot of different options. I guess Puck is going to be the most logical mid for
maybe take Bane,
of course.
Mirana Bane, Nyx off lane, Doom jungle, and then pick something in the second. Another mid.
Wait, you're saying Mirana Bane off lane, Nyx Assassin safe lane?
No. Mirana Bane safe lane, Nyx in the off lane, Doom jungle, and maybe Kunkka?
Kunkka.
Why not? Love me some Kunkka.
You're thinking Kunkka. Why are you thinking Kunkka? Oh, well.
Why the hell not?
And I mean, Marana, of course, works
SD's
well
a better
together
pick
with
than
Shadow
Bane.
Demon.
I'm an idiot. This is a way better pick.
But Kunkka fits in well with Shadow Demon as well later on.
Yes, they should take Kunkka.
Well, I might see it. I love the boat buff. I think it's underrated. Like,
Boat
even
is
if
like
you
the
miss
best spell in this game. Like, Boat is so freaking good.
Even if you miss your boat, as long as you have the aura from it, it's gonna be so strong.
Yeah, like, did you hit yourself? Then you win. Like,
Yes,
congratulations.
exactly. Like, that was a fail boat. There's no such thing as a fail boat. That's basically the story.
They shouldn't even play that sound. Like, it's inaccurate. And people in pubs will make fun of you for, like, quote-unquote missing boat, even when you intended to, like, only hit, like, 3 friendly players. It's really annoying. Anyway, SD gives them some anti-Naga tech, because they can generate illusions of the Naga, and it sets up Marana arrows, and it sets up Kunkka if they take Kunkka. I don't know. They might not. Kunkka's a pretty rare pick these days, but I don't know. I'd be happy.
But this is a Naga Siren core hero, unless they're picking up something like a Gyrocopter or something. Oh, it's a Shadow Shaman actually. But it's a Naga Siren core, and I have to say, like, you know, I've seen it work, and everybody has seen it work. A Miracle Naga Siren. That's you know, that's understanding, but I'm not that much of a friend of his, because of hers, I should say, because she just takes so long to get a line. She really is a late game core. She has a lot of impact in terms of course, the song is great, but she has a long ramp up time.
10 seconds.
She does have a long ramp up time when used in this sort of one role. They go for TA. That's okay. That's fine. It's a good pick.
Yeah, against the puck, especially just in the mid, just very solid.
It's more of a lane dominator. Like, Kunkka would not obviously dominate the lane against puck, so they want to win that lane more than they want the combo. The one scary thing for TA, and really for anybody, is the pick of this Rasta. If they're able to get level 6 in a pretty decent timing for Rasta, they're going to kill people so easily. Like, things like just Naga and Snare into Rasta ult will kill anybody, right? Like, no one will live.
No one will lose? Did you just say that?
No one will live.
I was gonna say, someone's gonna lose, we just don't know
Someone
who yet.
will certainly lose. I don't know who. I mean, both teams have okay drafts.
Yeah, I have to say, I'm curious to see if it's gonna be an aggressive tri lane coming out from Ascendance, and then just go with the Doom on the safe lane solo, or if it's gonna be a Doom in the jungle for this one with just safe lane Marana, and it looks like it's a first one, as we already have Marana moving top, and then would Nyx Assassin of course be on the bottom lane. In that case.
I think that's better, probably. No. I think Nyx really just desperately needs levels. I don't rate Nyx Assassin support very highly these days. I just think you need the levels.
Fair enough. We're gonna see if he can get them though, because I have to say this is a pretty tough duo / trial to be up against as a Nyx Assassin, a Shadow Shaman, a lot of disable coming out from him. Of course, if you're fast enough, you can still spike Carapace before the shackle goes off. It's a bit of a gimmicky thing if you're fast enough. A really big if there, but he's gonna have a difficult time, I think.
30 seconds.
Yeah, he could have a very tough time. I agree. It's pretty scary for MYM here, certainly.
Yeah. Let's take a look at who is playing what, as we have got Meteor Makers on the Radiant side of this matchup, the more known players in this best set of one as well. Exist will take on the puck in the middle lane. We have Ace on the top lane, playing his Timbersaw. Bottom lane is Unicorn, who will be farming up on the Naga Siren. He's going to be supported by Shadow Shaman, who is played by Mini. And Crit will take on the Enchantress, who of course will go into the jungle. Already has a smoke in his inventory, so he's looking to be having an active early game.
Could definitely have a very, very active... he could just get kills all over the place, depending on what he picks up in terms of creeps. So, looking towards Ascended, a team that I think neither of us is that familiar with, but we'll have to see how they do. It's no one on the Templar Assassin.
Oh,
Akula Nikolaevskaya on the Nyx Assassin. Then looks like Fote or Exorcist on the Doom, and then at the top lane it's going to be Zama on the Shadow Demon supporting Nonsense Nikolaevsky on the Marana.
I have to say, I am impressed with the way you just flawlessly pronounce the names, especially the one of the Marana and the one of the Nyx Assassin. Just kudos to that, especially Nyx Assassin.
They're claiming to be the same family. That's what this is.
Oh.
Like, one is Nikolaevskaya and one is Nikolaevsky, so... It's like they have the same last name in their names, in their in-game names.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe they're brothers. You don't know that.
Maybe. Well, no. So the Nyx, whatever. We can talk about it later. But the
Okay.
Nyx is claiming to be a lady, basically.
Oh, well, it could be. What the hell? Are you sexist?
It could be.
Don't you think professional players could be ladies as well? Jeez.
I absolutely
did not
do.
think about that. Like,
hey,
I did
hey,
not...
hey.
Yeah.
None of this.
I know. It's, yeah. It's okay. Enchantress, by the way, is on the wrong side of the woods, as in she is not in her own wood. She, however, is smoked up with 2 centaurs. If she just walked backwards, she could get a kill up on Doom, but she's gonna try to gank middle instead. Might be able to get a courier as well, as the piglet guy is walking around, but Enchantress is not gonna be able to catch it. No,
First Centaur is actually expired, so it's not going to be the easiest thing. He's only going to get 1 stun, not 2. Should be enough, though.
Do they have detection? No? Just meld would say if it's live.
No meld. He doesn't have meld.
Oh, hey, yeah. But he's also able to just run away, so I guess,
Yeah.
you know, that happened. Talking about running away, we might not have the Nyx Assassin being able to run away from this one. Now he can. He's just getting harassed out of the lane here. Having a tough time, but still making it to level 2, which is, of course, very important for him.
Yeah.
Levels.
The thing for Nyx is actually the insane base health regen means that Shadow Shaman has to be careful about how many hits he trades with this guy. Like, Nyx does 54, Rasta does 54, but Nyx's health regen is so much higher that he could actually just eventually kill you.
Yep. You have to at some point, like, and Shadow Shaman actually did not spec his second skill just yet, which is interesting because I thought like maybe he is gonna go for a shackle and then just go for the kill. But so far, no choice is made. No choice is made.
I also want to note, just to flip the advantage in this lane, Exist actually went for
wait a second.
Blades of Attack to start.
Well, Timbersaw has got a major issue here. He's got arrowed after the
He's dead.
disruption,
He's
and
dead.
indeed, first blood goes to Shadow Demon. Very nicely done. And this is the
Yeah,
old
very
Shadow
well
Demon, by
comboed.
the way, leveling Soulcatcher. Well, Soulcatcher level 2 that went up on him.
I mean, it's Timbersaw. To kill Timbersaw, you need to have an enormous amount of damage because you need to sort of out heal what he's going to heal with the reactive armor. So I think Soulcatcher makes a lot of sense because you can disruption hit the Soulcatcher while he's in the disruption, and even just the arrow will hit for a tremendous amount of damage. The downside is Shadow Demon will not be able to jungle, but I mean it's a dual lane. It's not a tri lane, so he is able to get some XP just by staying in lane. Luckily.
Yeah, and they kind of do have to harass Ace a bit out of the lane because Mirana overall is not the highest last hitter in on the map. As in, her base damage is starting off very low, and she didn't get a Wraith Band at the start, so she would have a tough time last hitting against Ace if it was a 1 versus 1 matchup.
Right. And I just want to talk really quickly about this Puck build. He went this Blades of Attack to start, something we only usually see on like Quaswex and Boker sometimes.
Yeah.
But what this does mean is that he can contest TA for last hits better than he otherwise would be able to, where she can just abuse him with the refraction stacks. So you can see Puck is actually slightly ahead in this lane, although Enchantress helped also.
Yeah. Of course, overall, Templar Assassin is the natural counter to Puck, so I actually I'm glad you pointed it out, because it's a way to deal with that natural advantage.
Yeah, I mean, the
TA
trade-off,
has.
you have to be extremely confident that you're going to dodge most of the Psyblades hits, because it costs a lot of regen.
Yeah.
So Puck brought less regen to the lane and more damage. But he has dodged most of the Psyblades, maybe because he felt he could outscale, or maybe he felt his positioning was just going to be really good. And it's really helped him in the lane.
It's working out as intended, I'd say. Doing a good job. Level 5 in a bit. No one sitting at level 5 in a bit as well. 15 to 8 compared to 15 to 1. I mean, the Knights are very much in favor of the Templar Assassin, but because she was forced out of the lane a bit, it's not that big of a difference. Exist is behind, but not by as much as you think with 8 denies on the side of no one.
And he's been controlling runes, and so it's okay to trade a few last hits as Puck if you control the runes and keep TA. Like, if TA gets a haste, she can easily gank a side lane, even at level 5, so...
Yeah. Overall, very rune-dependent mid for both of them. Of course, also Puck, once he is level 6, if he does get a haste for himself as well. Oh, Nyx Assassin! Spike Carapace is on! I think he's still dead though. Pops himself, but the zap still gonna be there. Nicely done. Good combination. Exist still goes down as well. That's Templar Assassin diving the tier 1 middle. And Enchantress
That's
not
when
there
no
in
regen
time.
hurts you.
Yeah. And he did have 1 bottle charge left, but it was just not enough.
Right. The main issue for Ascended for me right now is, even with the kill, Mirana's not farming that well. Only 19 last hits top in 5.5 minutes. Naga Siren has doubled her farm. And Naga Siren has a kill as well, or at least an assist. So Unicorn XOXO, by the way, going for the build that we all love so very much, Naked Radiance.
Yeah, no boots. Screw boots. Doesn't need movement speed if you kill people first.
Who needs boots? She moves at 320.
She's actually pretty fast. Yeah, for a
She's
fish
like
on land, I have
almost
to
as
say.
fast as Luna. Yeah, like.
How does that work? Because I get Luna. She rides a tiger. You know, it's understandable.
I don't think too much about base movement speed in this game. Like all the flying heroes are incredibly slow.
Because it's like I don't know. I can't think of a good answer for that one.
Just huge air resistance in the Dota world. The air is very heavy.
You always have the wind, you know, in your face from the front.
It must be. That must be it.
It could be. That would be kind of funny if the Radiant always had the wind in the face and the Dire always had the wind in the back. Talking about Radiant advantage, you know? Radiant
Yeah,
advantage.
exactly.
Their advantage. Well, it's 2 kills in quick succession of each other. 1 versus 1, I guess. Mid lane versus off lane. Which makes actually a pretty big difference. Nyx Assassin, yeah, he died, but he's still gonna get levels. I have to also say that I'm a bit disappointed by Miranda because she had free farm. Nyx Assassin dead again. It's gonna be Net and a Zap to finish it off. Enchantress coming out to help her. First assist is on the board now as well. Shadow Demon actually came in, but is not gonna be able to do anything apart from maybe sniping some experience.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He's not only not going to stop this tower from pushing, this is time that he could be spending jungling and getting XP.
Yeah, I'm disappointed by the hand of Midas picked up by Mirana because I'm not that big of a fan of Mirana on the safe lane to begin with. And also this farming, like, is she really gonna try to contest the Naga Siren on farm? Oh, bye, Shadow Shaman, you're dead. That was fast. That hurts.
Yep.
Melt damage. But yeah. 2 for 3. They don't get the tower either. Pretty close. Next push should probably be the case, but...
Good defense. Really smart to TP from TA there. It's a good play.
Oh, more Hand of Midases. We have one on Doom soon as well. He just needs the Gloves of Haste. I am not convinced by this. Like, Naga Siren is going for a Radiance, which you can probably notice if you notice that she hasn't bought any items yet, and she doesn't have any boots, and you know that she's been free farming. And by Doom, like, he just has to walk there and Whirling Death. Didn't even need to use his Timber Chain. And actually, it looks like they're gonna go for the Templar Assassin now as well. Couriers maybe baiting things out here. Refraction goes up. In comes Ace, though. The Refraction is gonna drop real fast in the chakra. And there we go. Whirling Death is there as well. And it is Templar Assassin that is the one to go down. Of course, Puck with the kill in the end is taking a lot of a beating himself. And will actually go down to the Shadow Demon, who is gonna be able to put the disruption on the Timbersaw. Is Timbersaw gonna chase that? No, he's not gonna try. 1-for-1 trade mid. I have to say I was gonna start saying slightly favor of Meteor Maker still because they got the first kill, but losing Puck, I don't think it was necessary.
Yeah, it's really a shame that they lost Puck. They actually, Nyx Assassin is in trouble yet again. If they just finally give a kill to oh, nice stun. He actually gets away. Oh, did they pick? Timbersaw did pick off Shadow Demon because Shadow Demon stayed way too deep. I was gonna say getting Shadow Demon to level 7 is actually really great because now he has maxed Soul Catcher. Yeah. But he does die, so in the end, you have to say Meteor Makers did get the better end of it. As long as Naga's farming, I completely agree with you about the Midases. It's a major confidence move to say, yeah, like, we know Naga's gonna go Radiance, and we're not going to do anything about it. We're just gonna try to stay on pace with our farm. And I would say, do you know how fast that chick can farm? Like...
Exactly, it's very bold to say, like, okay, we're gonna be able to outfarm a Radiance Naga Siren, guys. You have to have a lot of confidence, or you're just not that smart. In which case, that would be a big flame.
Hey,
no, we're gonna say it's confidence, but it's questionable for now. But it might work out amazingly well. I mean, they're the professional players after all, so you know we have to trust their judgment.
The problem with trying to counterfarm Naga is she can farm so much of the map at once that, like, is there really room for all of your cores to farm? And I guess Midas actually helps with that because you need fewer creeps for the same amount of farm.
True.
But still.
Yeah,
I just feel like this Radiance is going to be enormous. Like, the TA is going to have a refraction that's just burned away extremely quickly in any fight. Yep. Even, like, TA versus Puck, 1v1, usually TA should win, right? But if Naga just sends an illusion there and riptides the TA and takes off all the refraction charges with Radiance...
Yeah, well, that's a dead TA. It's just that simple. And we have got an arrow coming out on the Enchantress, who has totally not specced anything in her Untouchable, which is quite interesting. But because this Miranda doesn't really have anything at all, she can't really go for the solo kill. Like, She is rotating around. She went bottom, of course, to try and help out earlier when the Nyx Assassin was in trouble. But as a Hand of Midas safe lane farmer Mirana, that's questionable play right there. Should just continue farming until he actually has some items to just be able to contribute.
I do think that with Mirana, you want, like, obviously he wants to be active,
yeah.
He wants to use an early level advantage to ramp into kills, but he just doesn't really have the damage right now, not without Soulcatcher. Like, if SD travels with him, yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah, and they're actually going to try to go for this. Moonlight Shadow coming out as well. Going to come in from behind, both Puck and Timbersaw, two heroes which can be considered as escape artists. They're going to go for the Timbersaw. As the arrow will hit. Chakram is still going to be there. Dream Coil up on 3 as well. As Exist is going for the silence. Gets it up on 2. Should be able to pick up at least a Shadow Demon. Timbersaw will still go down. So it's turning into a 1 versus 1 so far. Exist jumps himself in. Oh, did not get into the trees. And it's actually... Oh, is he Master Juker? For a second there, I really thought he was going to juke that. But that arrow gave Killy's vision.
Yeah, but maybe they take the tier 1 off of this, which would actually make it worth it. Maybe not.
No, for no, these ones are not gonna get
I mean, for MYM.
Yeah.
Oh, Shadow Shaman.
Shadow Shaman is gonna run for his life, but I don't think he can. The trap's gonna slow him down, and that's gonna be a kill for no one. And I mean, that's 3 kills across the map, 2 of which were on very high-profile targets, and they don't give anything away apart from a Shadow Demon kill, which in the end, like, for a second there, because Puck and Timbersaw, I thought they were going to be able to get away, of course. I mean, you have Orbs, you have Timber Change, maybe, you know, Timbersaw dies, but then Puck still gets away.
Puck decided to stay in.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't mandated to stay there.
I was like, maybe I missed some teleports coming in, that would be an explanation. Oh, they find the Naga Siren, would be a very big kill if they get it. And they do get the kill. He already has his relic, though, so that's not going to be stopped.
But not Radiance.
But not Radiance,
he didn't get the recipe
exactly.
out. And his levels aren't great. I mean, obviously, he'll catch up fast, like, lightning quick when he does get that Radiance, but still.
We've got Puck jumping in behind the tier 1. Doom will go down because of it. Timbersaw and Puck. Buddies in life and death. Still a lot of harassment coming out on Exist, or at least quite harassed. Enchantress still goes down to Templar Assassin, which was mid, but Templar Assassin, or rather Enchantress, was able to take the tier 1 tower, and they also are able to take the tier 1 on the top lane, so that's 2 tier 1s dead already, as Ace is, whew, that melt damage hurts. Timber Chain away, there will be an arrow as well, will be sent, but Ace is not going to get hit by it, and the Timber Chain, ooh, I thought he was going to try to go to the low ground, which would actually keep him alive, but no, he's dead. He's dead.
I think he tried to and a tree blocked it or something.
Yeah, probably.
I'm not sure.
I think so. I think you're right.
But yeah, it was a weird decision not to try to go across to like here. Even if you're stuck on the high ground, at least you can like whirling death your way out.
Yeah, and especially if the arrow is already taken down.
Right.
Because that would be, of course, one thing that can still chase you down, but not if it's on cooldown.
Right. So honestly, Ascended are doing well so far. The real metric of how their performance, though, will be how they react now that the Radiance is done. So we gotta watch that closely.
Yeah, and we already have Nyx Assassin coming in. He's gonna go for the Shadow Shaman, which is a really easy kill. One of the squishier heroes. In comes the Ensnare still, but it is gonna be it's gonna be the Naga Siren that just backs off. And must not forget that there is, of course, also still a song on the Naga Siren, so should she really be in trouble, she's just gonna press R and walk away. Or teleport
That's
out.
certainly true, although for what it's worth, if they land a 5-second arrow from long distance on her, and then Nyx Assassin stuns her, they can disable for a really, really long time, like 9 to 10 seconds of uninterrupted disabling. And Doom is there as well.
Yep. As,
so like,
Ace,
it's not hopeless, honestly.
Ace,
oh no!
Oh, he was baiting this out then, I guess. Chakram is gonna come out as well as a Dream Coil, and that is indeed a kill. I was for a second there thinking like, wait, why is Ace not getting out from that? But a teammate coming in to save his life.
Bait.
Bait indeed.
Yeah, that was an error by TA. Actually, really unfortunate. He was 5-1 and he was ahead by a lot, and he's still ahead, but he really shouldn't have gone that deep for Timber. It's just not necessary.
True. True indeed. We've have the whole Meteor Maker.
They found Naga.
Oh, disruption. Oh, she's actually. Oh, I thought for a second she was stuck. Not true. They're gonna go on this,
He missed the Centaur stun. The Doom was trying to stomp before dooming, and he missed the stun.
Well, that was a song. We have Vendetta still coming out, though, and we'll be able to take down at least Ace, so they get at least something, but they're in some trouble as well. Doom is ward trapped. He's gonna try to fight his way out. Gets out, indeed successful. Gets a Doom out of on the Shadow Shaman as well, but Shadow Shaman was still able to kill off the Shadow Demon. Oh, very confusing.
And Puck to clean up.
Yeah, Puck comes in as the cleanup crew and will be able to pick up the next... Oh,
Carapace.
Spike Carapace. And actually, he's now in trouble as well. The arrow already flew, but it doesn't matter. Templar Assassin is doing enough damage just with drums and treads to just take him down real fast. And that trade, I mean, Naga didn't die, so Ascendance did not get what they wanted, but they still get the better trade.
They did. I do feel that even good trades aren't tremendously meaningful yet. It's great that TA got a solo kill on Puck, because it means level 14, he's got 1500 gold. He looks like he might be saving, well, we'll have to see what he builds, but I think either BKB or Desolator are very critical. I don't think it's really a blink game for TA, in my opinion.
No, just go for a
Hi
bit
there.
more carry. Oh. Unicorn,
Oh,
this
he
is the
doesn't
real
have
one.
ult, because he's only level 9. He's
Yeah,
dead!
he's dead. Good pickup, important
Happy
pickup as well.
birthday, yeah.
Yeah, it's Christmas for no one. I keep feeling weird to say no one every time because it does just say that I mean no one, but it's actually Templar Assassin. It is weird. But yeah, I would like to see a bit more semi-carry Templar Assassin, especially since the damage is not going to come from Moran anytime soon. Oh, crit. How much he wishes he had Untouchable right now.
Yeah, right? What is the deal? Like, get one rank of it, dude.
He's actually... Oh no, in one level he'll get it, but yeah, Untouchable might have kept him alive that one.
Morana's still alive, Morana's still alive!
Moran is dead, Moran is dead, Moran is dead.
I know, it looks so legit though. I was so hyped for Morana staying alive there.
Oh, I didn't see the start of the fight, so that happened. We have got a disruption coming up, or demonic purge rather, on the Shadow Demon. Puts down the wards as there's a very fast chicken running around. The Shadow Demon tries to juke it out. Oh, gets the Shackle off as well. The wards are not doing enough damage just yet, but he did buy some time for maybe his team to come in. But with the haste rune, it's going to be very little chance for Templar Assassin to actually die. By the way, Templar Assassin is level 16. She doesn't have a Hand of Midas, but she's 3 levels higher than the highest level, second highest level on the map, which is on the other team, which is level 13 Puck.
I'm very impressed with this play, actually. Only one mistake, which was diving that Timber, but other than that, he's played very, very well. If he gets a fast Desolator or something, he can tear through those Naga illusions so quickly that they actually become not as big of a factor. Unicorn is just, I don't know, like, he's only level 10. He really needs to hit 11 for the shorter song cooldown before he's even safe enough to do anything.
Yeah, before he's safe enough to actually go out on his own. I mean, of course, now he can, because he has a song. But he's already proven that he's not safe all the time. Already getting picked up by that Templar Assassin, who is indeed looking to probably go... Yeah, Desolator is going to be his item. There it is. Or at least the 2 Minthra Hammers are there. Just needs the recipe, of course, but the start is there. There's also a Smoke Up coming off from Ascendance, and they're looking to either protect the Templar Assassin or maybe get a kill inside enemy jungle. If they get a Roshan off the back of this, that would already be nice, though.
I agree. I think they will take the Roshan, they will put it on Templar Assassin, and then the game becomes pretty freaking scary for MYM. It's insufficient for Radiance alone to make Naga able to just win games.
I think that Shadow Shaman just dodged a bullet. Nyx Assassin and Vendetta can kill him off every time, but he just walking the other way of the bush. Still gets slowed though, and there is still Moonlight Shadow up. Vendetta is no longer there though. So they'll just have to go for the Impales. Wow, they get a Wild Wing Ripper. That's nice. Arrow will not hit anything, but... Yeah.
That Wild Wing Ripper got told.
Oh, yes. There's no hope for that. Good catch, Ascendance. They do get the Aegis, of course. Put it on the Templar Assassin. Right now, Marana and Doom, I mean, they're nice to have, but both have that Hand of Midas. Both still not ready yet with their core items. They have some... I mean, we have a Yasha up on Marana. It's nice and all that, but this Templar Assassin is pulling the weight right now.
Absolutely, and while TA is dominant, I think this 5-man plan is exactly correct. 5-man until you either lose Aegis or you take a bunch of towers, because they don't have any towers down yet, which is a serious problem if you're Ascended. They're 3 towers down.
Yeah.
Like, they have to use this Aegis to get a bunch of towers, or like, when Naga has... When Naga has Radiance, like, you need to be at her racks just so that you can generate enough defensive pressure that you can push the lanes out that she's not just taking your racks all the time. And they're not even close right now.
Yeah, they don't really have necessarily a good pushing hero, though. Now with the Desolator, that definitely helps, but that's about it. Maybe they can get Doom to take one of the trolls so he can spawn skeletons and create his own army. That would be awesome.
Works for me, except they die to Radiance really fast. But I love those little baby skeletons. I think they're adorable.
Yeah, go army. Oh, go TA.
So
Haste
tiny.
rune. Holy crap, that's one dead ace. Ooh, Yule Scepter. We'll keep him up for a little while longer. Let's see if it's enough though. Nope, it is not. Shadow Demon with the last hit with this poison.
Still chasing.
And oh yeah, there we go. He's gonna get shackled though, and now his refraction is gone, but he has an Aegis, so he will be respawning in a second. Disruption actually save his life for a little while longer as Exist gets taken down.
Oh my god.
And actually, Templar Assassin makes it out alive. He actually makes it out alive.
Wow, stay free, MYM. Like, they got dominated.
Yeah, they did. That's exactly what happened.
Jesus, that's gonna be, yeah, no, that's gonna be a salty run back. Like, I don't know, like, Enchantress needs to leave fights so early because she doesn't have untouchable or any defensive capability, and, like, everybody else is just getting torn through. Like, the TA can 3-shot the Timbersaw. I haven't seen that, like, in a while, a TA that's this far ahead. The Desolator, I think, was a critical pickup, and now he can get, once he gets BKB, I think they can just high ground, like, it's a problem.
Hey, as someone that always is saying that you don't like the Timbersaws go for Bloodstone straight away, was that you that said that all the time?
I think, yeah, I think it shouldn't be as much of a lock as it is sometimes.
Okay, because this Timbersaw went for Yules first, as they do find Unicorn, but Unicorn gets a song off, the teleports come in. They want to try and fight this. If they would lose this fight, that's going to be horrible, but if they win it, they create a lot of space. They're going to have the Moonlight Shadow up for Ascendance, though. They're going to try to maybe run. Dream Coil still comes out upon 2. Templar Assassin still with an Aegis gets disrupted as well to save his life. Nyx Assassin in his Vendetta will be safe for the moment as well, as Shadow Shaman is going to be not the first one down. No, there's going to be the third one down. There we go. Enchantress still drops as Doom tries to stomp himself out, but in comes Exist, jumping with the Waning Rift, gets the kill. Marana.
These heals are really good. Like,
yeah.
Well, this was a great pickup, I think.
Marana is going to get picked up as well. Ace is at least creating some space here, but Templar Assassin just needs to get in range, and she has a kill, and he knows that. So it's 3 for 2 in the end. And the tower still stands. Good fight for Meteor Makers, I definitely agree.
I think it was an excellent fight, especially because Puck also picks up the DD, which doesn't seem like a big deal, but the fact is Templar Assassin with double damage will one-shot literally any member of this team.
Yeah.
So it's very good that Templar Assassin did not get that. So they're going to go pipe on Doom. TA still has the Aegis because of these critical defensive disruptions that Shadow Demon has been doing.
Constantly.
So I think they just need to 5-man push again, because now Doom is back up again, and they want to use this Aegis.
Yeah, because even though Meteor Makers had a good fight there, they were the ones to initiate. They were the ones to want to defend their tower. And in the end, they did not defend their tower, still lost 2 heroes. Yeah, they got kills in return, but they didn't get the Templar Assassin. Which right now, like, I would actually argue perhaps that was a fight just going the way of Ascendance. They got the tower, Templar Assassin lives, still has the Aegis, has 3,600 gold. As, you know, she's just pretty damn rich. And Meteor Makers, yeah, they got a rune and they made sure that Templar Assassin didn't one-shot people, but is that worth it? Like, I'm not convinced.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was a good fight for them,
so
though.
how long do they have on this? They have 1 more minute? They really should just take as many towers as possible, and you see them pinging the tier 1. BKB's done, though, on TA. I think that's huge.
Yeah, even without the Aegis right now.
Wow, Doom is actually almost done with the pipe. He's only about 1,200 gold off.
If they give him the last hit on the tower, he's on his way. And he has, of course, a Midas as well, so that goes pretty fast. That pipe could be up any moment. In which case, well, you know, there's not that much. Well, there's a bit of magical damage on everybody, but that actually makes a lot of difference because right now the only physical damage source is either the nukes from the Whirling Death, like, or a couple pure damage that is, or Naga Siren right clicks.
What MYM are doing very well right now is distracting and forcing the attention of Ascended away from being able to use their advantage to push. So even though Mini dies, like, yes, it's not great, but it's bought them time and time and time for Naga to get some items, because she has the travel Radiance, which is the core of the build, but only a Yasha on top of that. But I still think Ascended are on the clock. Like, it looks.
That was sorry. It was a missed Dream Coil.
No, I don't know. I think he's probably dead.
Yeah, I think so too. Yules
still dead though.
Still there. Doesn't have leap anymore. 1 more hit. Boof.
Yeah.
She will never bow, but she'll die. That's nice.
Yeah, it's so true. It's still really scary for Ascended. Like, even as enormous as this TA is, they have to start generating some coherent high ground pressure before they get split pushed to death. Like, sorry, that's just how the style of Dota works. Like,
that's just how Naga Siren works.
Yeah.
The Naga Siren effect, it's pretty strong. That's definitely true. As he has got Boots of Travel in Yasha, so, you know, the movement is there and the lanes will constantly be pushed out. So Ascendance basically has to be having a very strict game plan. where they have to take objective, go back, defend, and then group up again to take the next objective. Rinse and repeat, and try to get some, maybe a pick off and if they can. But if they spend too long anywhere, then somewhere else will be pushing happening and kills happening. Enchantress has got level 1 untouchable, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. In comes a song, and that is going to save her life, that's for sure.
Yeah, this is starting to get a little rough. Like, yeah, they're really not able to... They haven't found a kill in a while. I mean, they got the Shadow Shaman, that's about it. Yeah, they messed up mid too. The Doom got tricked by the phase shift. He thought Puck blinked or something, so he walked this way. Puck was here all along. And then just left north and TP'd. The disruption was too early as well.
I did not see the disruption. You've got
I don't
another
know.
set of wards being placed by
here's
Shadow
the new, yeah, the new Serpent wards are up. They're I mean, they're doing the build. They're doing the right approach.
Yeah. It's a bit boring from spectator point of view in terms of not that many kills, but it's their way to victory. So best I don't want to take any chances. So play it safe, split push it out, use those level 2 wards. The tier 2 will drop, not even getting attempted deny. And Timbersaw will get away just fine also. Just that Jewel Scepter actually doing a lot of work. And he is just totally forgoing to go for Bloodstone. He picks up Blade Mail as second item after boots.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the right call. He's dying quite a bit. Like, yeah, you can get a Bloodstone, but if you just die solo multiple times, and it goes down to like 3 charges, it's really not money efficient at all.
Yeah. And it's not going to be a kill heavy game. So you're not going to get that many extra charges. If you think of it that way, that's it's a smart, it's really a split push kind of build. Someone comes to gank kill, use him, get away. Or use yourself and make sure your teammates are there to back you up. As we have the pipe up now for the Doom. But it's really, you said it, Ascendance, they are the ones to be forced to make the move, because we know Meet Your Maker's playstyle. Ascendance knows Meet Your Maker's playstyle. The trick is to be able to disrupt it, and they have to be the ones to take action for that.
They really do. I wouldn't mind, speaking of disruption, I wouldn't mind the Shadow Demon just like locating these Naga illusions, generating some counter Naga illusions, and trying to use that. I feel that they're not using that as much as they should.
Disruption is only level 2 as well, I guess. So is there like the duration is not that long?
Yeah, that is a concern. I agree. But it's still nice.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. It seems rough.
Ooh, that
Here's
one is
Nyx tracking. Yeah.
And a
He's
smoke.
gonna have to use the stun. Doom maybe? Doom.
Phase shift into blink.
They should have doomed. That's a mistake. They should have used Doom.
Oh, the arrow still hits upon the Timbersaw though, who gets himself in some trouble here. In comes the Doom also up on Ace. They have to now pursue. The Shackle comes out on Doom himself, but it doesn't matter. It will be Ace that drops, and the Shadow Shaman goes down as well. 2 for 1 though, because in the meantime it is the Puck that comes in, takes down the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon and Shadow Shaman exchanging legs.
So this is the part where they just get raxed because they're chasing this Puck for no reason?
Yeah, and this is the part where Naga Siren is on the bottom lane pushing. They do get Puck, but Naga is said tier 3 tower.
Your base, friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Home in trouble. Home in trouble. In comes the song. Well, you know, you can only do this so many times.
You should have BKB'd.
Yeah, BKB and kill. If you could have done that, that would be nice.
You can kill Naga there. Maybe he thought that. Well, no. Yeah, Naga's travels are on CD. It's a big mistake not to BKB on TP, or even BKB before the TP. I
have to say, like, you can do this right now, and it was, you know, a trade. They got a couple of heroes in return, 3 to be exact, for a bit of damage to the tier 3 tower. The thing is, you can not do that often, so you have to make sure that you get some kind of significant trade, aka tier 2 towers, tier 3 damage towers, like trade for structural things that will help you later on in your pushes. But this was not really that effective. Maybe with an Aegis though, they might feel more comfortable in going high ground, and they're gonna take it.
So I think the Aegis is really critical. Like, this is the correct thing for them to be doing, but they have to basically use this set to maybe like take mid racks or something, because like their tier 3 bottom is basically dead, right? Like, it's at 130 HP.
Yeah, next push,
so
it's dead.
Time's getting short. Like, you can't be a racks down against this strat.
Nope. That's gonna go bad real fast as well. They already have to go back for Naga Siren's illusions. You don't want to also have to go back for just the regular lane without any effort being put into it. It's still pushing out. So yeah, they get the Aegis, they move in mid, they have got the Aegis on the Templar Assassin, of course, as well, who has now also got a Crystallis. Her BKB still sitting on 10 seconds, so she hasn't used a single charge just yet. They won't be able to fight, though, that much, because there's 4 people of Meteor Makers that are sitting top. We do now have a teleport back, and Puck is around the mid lane as well, but we'll see how far they get. And they're gonna trade again for tier 3 or for tier 2 tower this time, I think. At least, if
they've got to come back, right?
Yeah.
You can't take a tier 2 for a Rax. Oh, and Nick swifts everything.
Yeah, Nyx is actually close to dying. Gets mech'd up though. Will be living. In comes Existo. Gets the kill. Pipe goes up. A bit too late for that one. Still the disruption and the shadow poison is there. It's a kill. Soul Catcher helping out, of course, tremendously. And Templar Assassin is doing objective gaming. Standing in refraction doesn't matter. She just wants Rex. Gets Rex as well. Gets shackled. Whoa.
Naga.
That was one dead shadow demon. Shadow Shaman,
They don't
rather.
have another tier 2 down. This is a problem because they're about to lose their top tier 3. They have to be there now. They can't take another Rax because they don't have the tier 2s down.
Yeah.
They're going to get Raxed.
Doom is teleporting back, but he's the only one. We now also have Mirana coming in. It's not enough, though. Not with this.
Oh,
not
God.
yet. Naga, she is getting these Rex. She sings. The Rex will actually live to see another day. Still got the illusions, of course, as Templar Assassin is still wreaking havoc. We'll lose the Aegis, though. But they still only got the melee ones.
They have to defend this Rax. Oh, no. It's going to go down.
No, it's not.
Nope.
It
Never
regens
mind.
also,
Good.
this one.
This is really important to keep this Rax alive because, like you said, yes, it's the regenning Rax.
Yeah, ooh, nice juke here from the Templar Assassin. Puts on the BKB refraction as well and goes for it. Nice phase shift from the Puck. Unicorn is going to be next, but he has mirror images. Not going to be doing that much damage though. He's just going to be making that BKB not really do anything
Ghost
at
Scepter.
all. Very nice Ghost Scepter indeed. Looks like we are going to see our Templar Assassin die for real this time. No Aegis anymore. So they trade a full set of Rex for tier 3 tower. In the end, I mean, it's a good trade, but it just shows how incredibly scary that Naga Siren can be. Because, I mean, she did it by herself.
Yeah, this is so hard because that push was difficult to do. Like, they didn't have an easy time of it, and that was with 2 lives on Templar Assassin. Imagine how hard it's going to be to get this top set of Rax, which is probably the next set that they have to target.
2 lives on Templar Assassin and facing 4 out of the 5 players. If you can't win 4 versus 5, you're going to have an issue when Naga Siren comes to the fight. Well, we already saw that they do have an issue when she comes to the fight. It's very difficult, and I mean, it's doable for sure, but it just requires enormous precision. On top of that, you kind of have to hope that Meteor Makers is a bit slow on their timings, slow on their rotations towards defending their base, or towards getting their hard push in on one of the side lanes. Which is going to be bottom for them next, in which case the tier 3 can kind of get nullified, but the Rex will be bare, and yeah.
The fact is, Unicorn has farmed very, very well. I mean, he's got 300 last hits almost in 33 minutes. He has Heart about 600 off, or 700 off. So once he has Heart, it's going to be very difficult. They really, other than Templar Assassin, don't have a way to clear out Naga Illusions quickly. Other Naga Illusions, I suppose, with Shadow Demon.
Yeah,
who has gotten good levels, for what it's worth.
We've got a
He's
Dagon
like
on
level
Nyx.
14.
What do you think about Dagon on Nyx? I mean, I guess it's just
I think it's
Enchantress.
bad. I think it's a horrible pickup, this game. He needs, like, I think Force Staff would be better. I think Scythe would be good. Like, I don't think the Dagon does anything.
No, it doesn't kill off Enchantress, that's for sure, as he just tried. And it failed.
I think it's nigh useless, and there's better items. So, yeah.
It looks like we're gonna
Even like
see,
a second pipe would be better than a Dagon.
Well, I think that's maybe slightly exaggerating. I mean, if they can get a pick off on Enchantress at that, it's at least something, you know.
I guess. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of good items in this game, like Veil and Atos.
The Veil would have been great as well. Ooh, Impale gets himself the Shadow Shaman. Look at that! Oh, he doesn't have mana for it. For the Dagon, that is.
What about like Vlad's? They don't have a Vlad's, and it would help TA and Doom.
Oh, they don't have a
Like,
Vlad.
don't make Dagon in a game like this.
Do you think it's an item that could cost them the game?
No, I mean they're not gonna lose because of the Dagon. They're gonna lose because lol RTZ strat.
Lol Naga Siren split push. Too powerful, too strong. Too strong push. Naga Siren, by the way, Mantis Town.
Good French.
I think
French
so.
accent. Is he really upgrading the? Whatever. Okay.
Yeah, he's
whatever.
upgrading the Dagon. He's level 2. Don't
It's
judge.
fine.
Don't judge.
Have fun.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Like, he thinks team sucks. I have to carry my own weight. I have to get the pick off
Yeah,
myself.
clearly. Because, you know, TA clearly isn't doing enough damage. Like,
Yeah.
it's very important for this Nyx Assassin to bring the burst damage the Templar Assassin is failing at.
But now the Deadless done as well. It's, I Oh, she is so fat. Like, she is carrying her weight. And I once again want to point out that this Mirana was solo or was safe laning with the Hanamitis and is having, like, I find her underwhelming.
Oh.
We might have it kill you. Shadow Demon goes down.
Yeah.
But Naga Siren Illusions created. Ooh,
They did have to do and they had to. Oh, nice. Yeah, those do a lot of damage.
Yeah, they do.
They had to use Dream Coil for it as well, so
Yeah.
that's nice.
But
It's still really disorganized right now for Ascended. Like,
Yeah.
they're just running around. Like, yeah, maybe you killed Timber, but not even.
Look at
He's going
Ace, though.
back for the
Ace is
late
taking
Bloodstone.
so much damage from the Templar Assassin. It's so scary. Like, that wasn't even a crit, was it? I don't think so. It was just Destiny.
No, it was just a standard hit. But I think he finished Bloodstone, so... That's actually it's kind of nice to have it just for the heal in this game. Like, heal all the Naga illusions back up to full. I don't know. It's okay.
What do you think that the Nyx Assassin is going to do? He found himself someone. Impale. Where's the Dagon? Oh my god, he gets a kill with it!
Alright, I take it all back, except for the fact that he's gonna die.
Yeah, because are you still taking it back?
No.
Yeah.
This was a joke. I didn't really take it back.
Okay, well, he died. Nice, at least they forces out the wards, which is nice, you know? But,
Tia clears waves so fast now.
yeah, and this is free gold for her, actually, by the way.
It is, actually. It's
One
great.
hit per ward. How much do you get for one ward thing? It's like 300 gold, 250? Something like that?
A block of them? Yeah, it's about 250.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah. No, I mean, Nyx for Puck and a set of, like, you forced out wards, so you know wards aren't going to happen. They're fine. The question is what they buy to really punch through and get the rest. Like, Doom has 3k gold and a BKB.
Oh, what do you think?
Mirana has 4.3k gold and a Manta.
Do you think that Doom should get a counter Radiance? I mean, it's far-fetched and I wouldn't expect it, but I'm just thinking it maybe. Because he's holding on to his gold for a while.
I do not think that Doom should get a counter Radiance. But no, why not, I guess.
Why not?
Horrible.
Everybody
I mean, it
Radiance.
disables Puck. If he just jumps on Puck, it's okay, right? Puck can't blink.
By the way, the split push was successful once more. Tier 3 bottom still died on the side of Ascendance. Because, you know, we already knew that was going to happen next push-up. And Shadow Shaman finally got revealed. Constantly sitting there in the jungle. And now teleports himself out. But, yeah, that's happened.
I don't know. I think, like, somebody makes AC and they just death push into top or something.
Yeah. I have to say, like, it's not my favorite playstyle. I don't think it's anybody's favorite playstyle to watch. This kind of slow push, as Enchantress still gets picked up.
This Nyx, though.
Nyx Assassin is pulling his weight here. The Dagon is really working out, getting kills no stop.
I mean, to be fair, he didn't bother casting Mana Burn. Like, you could just Mana Burn and do the same thing, right? Like, nah, whatever.
Don't judge. He got kills.
I'm not judging.
He's been getting more kills than the Templar Assassin. Over the last 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
You are completely right, but TA is what they need to clear out Naga illusions, which BT dubs are sieging, but against. Okay, so this is really dumb because this thing doesn't regen, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, there was backdoor protection anyway this
true.
time, but yeah, you should still go for the ranged ones. As well, Nyx Assassin almost gets himself mini. This time he doesn't get the kill though. He gets turned into.
It's cool how he doesn't mana burn because he just doesn't like pushing the mana burn button.
Use W. Use W.
I mean, it's fine, I guess. I mean, W actually has a cast time, whereas Dagon doesn't, so you should use the burn first and the Dagon last.
True. Although you might still get turned into a chicken. We have a butterfly being built up by Unicorn, by the way, but Mirana has already countered that because her MKB is done. So that's good. But, you know, the thing is, they have got good killing potential. Hello, Dagon level 3. They've got killing potential as they are actually in some trouble, or at least their Doom is in some trouble. Netted up, turns on his BKB. He's gonna try to teleport out, but way too late, as he will go down. Naga Siren with the last hit. And actually, does he have buyback? Yes, he does.
He does. Thank God. I mean, the thing is, he did use... Like, if they push now, they don't have mech, they don't have pipe, they don't have BKB on Doom. They do at least have the Doom, but it's not easy.
Well, in that case, the second...
So, in defense of this Dagon, if he spots the real Unicorn, he can at least do, like, an appreciable amount of damage to it. Like, not enough to kill, but maybe enough that TA can help.
Oh, that were range racks by illusions.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say it, but, like, they're quite a bit behind at this point. Like...
You just said it, so I don't know if you didn't want to say it, but you did say it in the end.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, like, it's a hard thing to say when like they've clearly worked very hard. They're
Yeah.
up against a team that's much better known than them. Like they've done very, very well for themselves, but if they don't find a way to stop what's going on, they will lose. It's just a matter of time.
They have to stop playing like they are the ones to be aggressive, and they haven't tried. They've just been rotating.
I mean, they
farming.
took a rush. Yeah.
I guess they took a Roche, but they didn't work
Yeah.
that ages into something else. Like they're waiting for something
well, they
new.
have time.
Maybe they're waiting for a butterfly up on no one. Like they're waiting for one last
Maybe.
push and they want to have their last couple of items ready.
Well, for what it's worth, they feel that they can't high ground.
Close.
They can't high ground unless they have the Aegis on Templar Assassin, which, fair enough, I mostly agree with. And now they have cheese on Marana. So, I mean, this is their big shot. I think by the time Roshan 4 happens, they'll be so far behind that I don't know if it makes a difference. But at this point, maybe it still works.
Yeah, well, they're gonna lose their tier 2 middle, which is gonna be the last barrier for more high ground pushage. Nice deny, but nonetheless, tower down. At this point, denies don't really mean that much. I mean, it's nice, but nothing special. And I'm kind of worried. Like, which item? What are they waiting for? When are they gonna go S5? Is that the butterfly on the Templar Assassin? Is that gonna be something that the Doom still hasn't bought yet?
Well, they can't push top now because Naga's so close to the Rax bottom. Like,
True. Or is it gonna be Dagon 5 that they want?
Sure.
It might. Well, Nyx Assassin is pretty decent with killing illusions if he is in his Vendetta. Use your Dagon. Use your Dagon. Use your Dagon. No?
On the illusions? Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, I would
I think
do
it's
it.
fine.
I mean, it's short cooldown anyway.
This is really rough. They need
Everybody's
TA
getting
here.
boots of travel. I like that on the side of Ascendance. They do need that.
That's... Well, maybe they don't... They get this range. So
Oh.
2 range down.
But they have, like, the stupid thing is, meet your makers, they're not setting foot into the Dire base. Still getting racks.
Yep. That's... Yeah, I mean, illusion heroes.
Yeah.
It's
a bit lame.
Unicorn is still farming very, very well. I mean, 445 last hits now.
Yeah,
He's got
still keen to
26k
get
net
ahead.
worth.
Oh, they find themselves
Shadow
Shadow
Demon's
Demon
way
as
out
well.
of position.
I'm not sure what he was doing there. He didn't even bring wards. Like, that would be one of the... Like, he might have been there to ward, but no, he was just on the wrong side of the river, wrong time, and now Templar Assassin, finding himself the real illusion, may be able to pick up a kill here. In comes the song, though, and that's gonna give a safe exit for Unicorn. Where is the BKB? You know that it's coming. You know that the song is coming.
Yeah.
That could have been their kill. BKBs.
Yep. I mean, and now they're getting pushed so heavily because of all the boots of travel, like the Timbersaw boots of travel. He's now threatening this melee.
Yeah, and Puck is threatening the top melee as well. Only if Shadow Demon to defend that, and he has to choose which one he's going for. I'm thinking, you know, screw bottom and top lane. Go for ending it right now. Because they're going to lose melee ranks. Bottom lane is already
Late
dead.
fortify.
Yeah, they're still fortifying for the top one. A Shadow Shaman also went top, of course. He even still has wards that if he can place middle if he wants to. His Timbersaw is
Okay.
getting
Base
the Shadow
race.
Demon. Base race it is. In the meantime, it is going to be a Hex up though on the Doom. He can't really do anything anymore. BKB now turned on by the Templar Assassin. Trying to kill off Naga. It is going to be a very tough battle though, especially now that the BKB has worn off. As she's just running herself back to base, getting healed up by the Enchantress as she goes, and she will be kept alive. Shackle there, Templar Assassin loses the Aegis. In the meantime, her own base is under siege as well. This is not going well for Ascendance at all. Templar Assassin, last one alive, getting slowed. Ethereal Blade keeping up the crit. And that is going to be one dead Templar Assassin. I think this can be almost called GG. However, there were some buybacks, at least for the Doom. So, I mean, I guess they can continue to defend, but that one, like, they
have
lost
buyback
two lanes of Rex.
Yeah, they have buyback TA as well.
Okay, cool.
I mean, it's... I don't know.
Like, okay, if you're gonna go for a base race, the towers really don't say that they were trying.
Well, like, it's really, really hard. Like, in a base race situation, like, they were never going to be super favored. Naga's so big now, like...
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very, and now that their 2 racks is down, like, they only have 1 set of racks, and the tier 2s are up at top and bottom.
Yep.
It's actually nearly impossible for them to push those in. They almost have to just find out a kill on Naga, force a buyback, kill her again, and then just
Go
throne.
for us.
Yeah, I mean, they're also they're gonna want a turtle until Rush 4 as well, so that they can get another 1-up on Templar. But I would say that their chances are like sub 20% now.
Yeah, I mean, there was only one wave of illusions, Manta-style illusions and mirror images, of course. But the tower is already down to 414 health. And that was with 4 people of Ascendance trying to stop them from pushing. But, you know, you just can't do it. They're gonna go again. Why not? There's no backdoor protection. They're gonna leave the courier for what it is and just gonna try to go for the tower. And with that heart there, these illusions are mighty tanky. And they're gonna get the tower.
Yep. Yeah, the illusions are absolutely huge.
Look
even
at that.
Templar
They're even
Assassin
able
is
to almost
struggling
kill
now.
off Doom. He's forced to mech.
Due to no MKB, TA is struggling to do enough damage to the illusions. She actually really needs an MKB. He has 1 slot for it.
Mirana actually, I guess, still, if it was any other carry than Mirana, because I don't think that Mirana, like, per se has made a big difference as being Mirana. Moonlight Shadow has been helpful, sure, but not as a safe lane carry. Like, get a Poisonous Void or an Anti-Mage and he would have done a way better job and the game would have looked about the same, I think.
Maybe. It's tough to say now. I mean, we have a lot of benefit of hindsight here.
Of course.
It was going well for a while. They just... You can't dilly-dally for even like 1 minute when you're up against this Naga strat, especially when she gets a 13.5 or 14-minute Radiance. I think Mirana needs like Lightning Hammer or something, maybe Mjolnir for just so that they have 2 people who can clear out illusions.
Wouldn't be a bad idea. I would like it, but they have so little time for that, to be honest.
Nick spotted, misses stun, but it's really hard to hit.
Yeah, and we already have like Dire Courier killed off by 3% illusions.
Mirana's dead?
By Exist. Yeah. Exist is dead too. I guess he gives
There's the buyback.
gem away, but
Expensive buyback.
yeah. I mean, what's Nature Makers doing? Like they're just are they diving into their death? Because also Ace is kind of he can Timber Chain to the high ground, should be able to. Gets impaled first though, and we'll like yeah, that's weird. We do in the meantime. I mean, they're distracting because Shadow Shaman is pushing on the melee racks. Naga Siren is here with illusions as well. That's gonna be mega creep shortly. In comes a song. We'll defend for now as the illusions will take the last bit of the racks and we'll go for the melee racks as well. The words are not microed, but it doesn't matter, I think. All that much the illusions are there.
It looks like they're gonna go all in for Throne because this...
They have to. That's their only choice. If they kill off Unicorn...
They're about to get Mega Creeps.
They get Unicorn. Unicorn does have a buyback though.
He does. Well, here we go. I mean, Mega Creeps are up. Their tier 4s are already in trouble. I actually don't necessarily know if this is gonna work, but...
Well, Mirana has teleported forward, is taking out the buildings and some illusions. I guess she is a good target for it, as you said. MKB is there, but that was just Manta illusions, I guess, because here comes the mirror images still.
Both tier 4s are down.
Oh, that's nice though. Disruption on one of the illusions to create extra illusions. They're gonna go for this. In the meantime, we have got the Nyx Assassin in his own base trying to defend.
He might get her. He should Vendetta?
He used Vendetta.
He can't do it. Nope. He has to defend the Ancient.
And that is going to be Doom dead still here in the middle lane as Ace is just bashing on Templar Assassin. There is no more Aegis, so that will be double kill for Unicorn. This is going to be the end of this. GG well played comes out. The base race, I mean, this is just a slow push. You can't deal with that. It's very annoying. No, like, there's no second chances. You have to push and then not look back, I guess, in a way. Like, how do you deal with that? Tell us.
But, I don't know. I lose to this strat all the time.
Everybody loses to this. So what's the, how do you deal with it? Like, you have to win early game, right? Or shut down the Siren down earlier?
Did well. You just, like... At the moment that you... Like, every time they took an Aegis, I think they should have just immediately pushed, like, right off the bat, off of that. They just spent a lot of like 3 or 4 minutes of the second and third Aegis were just spent sort of running around doing cleanup, which I don't think works out. They also like with the first Aegis they needed to take more towers than they did. Like then you need for Naga to counter the Naga thing, you need to have like good Rax pressure. So the fact that those tier 2 towers weren't down, like remember when they successfully pretty easily pushed through the tier 3 mid? The fact that the other tier 2s were still up, actually, like, they might have... I'm not going to say they lost the game there, but they could have won the game there if they had used the previous time to clear those tier 2s. Because, yeah, Naga's racing you, but you can beat her just by taking mega creeps. Like, she's not going to get megas, you can always go back. True. So, I mean, it's really tough. Unicorn got a 14-minute Radiance, and it's never going to be easy when that happens. I think TA played very well. I think Shadow Demon played very well.
And I think maybe the Mirana pick wasn't really ideal, and the Doom wasn't able to be aggressive enough. Got arrested a couple of times. as well. I have to say though, I mean, it was the first time that on this stream Team Ascendance was shown. They definitely have potential because they were doing really well early on. The aggression was there, the coordination was there, which is of course a very big point as well. In terms of like coordination, in terms of arrow disruption, it's a small thing, but you know, you have to hit it. Coordination is important, and yeah, they definitely have potential. So I'm hoping that that we'll see them again sometime, but not in Yardwide Festival because they got knocked out. This was best out of one loser bracket game, so you lose once, you go home. That's how it goes.
And MYM stays alive, barely.
Yeah, barely. They had to work hard for it. Like Ascendance made them work for it. True. Nonetheless, it is here. We're gonna see no more games tonight. This was actually the last game. I'm gonna do Year Beast because otherwise I'm not gonna be able to do that anymore. As in, yeah, have to do that.
Oh no. No more Year Beast. How will you live?
That should be the last Year Beast, right?
I thought the previous one was the last one, but so I have no idea.
Well, previous one was not the last one, but no, I saw something that it should be the last one, especially since it's like a full weekend. Like this was a full weekend.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm sure you're right. It's just people were saying like, oh, it'll be over the 15th, and it wasn't.
True. Actually, I read someone that said it will be over the 15th, and it was yesterday.
Right.
But
that's what I mean.
Okay.
Like, they were clearly wrong, so I don't know who to trust anymore.
Well, I'm gonna waste all my flame salts. See if we can get some Jade Hoofs attempts in. Cool.
Nice.
Yes. So thank you for co-casting. Any last shoutouts and plugins before we head off?
Yeah. No. I mean, thanks for everybody who watched. Thanks, Shiva, for having me on. The tournament organizers have been doing a good job.
Yep.
Games have been starting pretty much on time. We had 2 really cool games today, actually. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I have to say too.
Shout out to Twitch Plays Pokemon, the best channel on Twitch.
Are they still doing that? Really?
Dude, of course.
Oh, I tuned in, I think, yesterday, and I couldn't stand the music. It's just...
Pokemon music?
Pokemon music.
Yeah, it's pretty 1990, whatever.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm getting a headache here. Let's not do this. Oh, by the way...
Yeah, that music only because, like, nostalgia can keep it alive, but that's about it.
Yeah. There's more games for Yardwide Festival tomorrow. There's actually 3 games in total, of which a couple will overlap, but there is going to be Relax facing Vool, which is a winner's bracket best of 3. There is also going to be Next KZ for... Oh, this is going to be fun casting that one if we're going to cast that one, which is a best of 1, so I probably won't cast that one, but it's Next KZ versus Next Please.
That's funny. Are they going to have Dendi?
I don't know, actually. I don't know. I don't think so. I wouldn't... Like, Meepo Rampages are always fun to cast. You missed out yesterday. You really did. I know.
I saw the VOD.
Good. You hear me struggle without you.
Sorry.
Yeah. We're going to also tomorrow have 4FC taking on Courage. Courage, of course, who were the ones to Meet Your Makers to get into the loser bracket. And 4FC. So they also won their game in the first round. And that's also best of 3. So I believe there should be... Oh, we can only cast one of them because, yeah, we'll see. We'll see which one we cast. But there's 3 games tomorrow, 3 matches, I should say. 2 best of 3s, 1 best of 1. But this bracket is going to continue until coming Thursday-ish. They are aiming to have Thursday to be the last day, but there's just a couple of days extra just in case it's needed for the bracket. If the teams, of course, have scheduling issues, if they're too busy or anything like that. So, just so you're aware. Thank you for watching. Make sure you tune back in. You can stick around for watching the Year Beast if I'm going to do that on stream. I hope that I will be, but it depends on how fast I find a group. And yeah, follow us on Twitter. At Vickermond on Twitter for my co-caster and at Shiver Gaming for myself. That's it. Thank you for watching. I already said that. And have a good night. Oh, and watch some commercials if you want to, but otherwise, bye.